Derek Ongaro waiting to start the race, as he does all of them. The flags wave in the background to indicate that the drivers are all ready, and it's a go. Mansell and Senna up to the first left-hander together, and already up the Ligier of René Arnoux comes up into third place behind Senna and Mansell. Now here's the second left-hander. This is where Mansell went off the year before last, but Senna into the right-hander, Mansell, Arnoux. One of the Ferraris up in fifth place, and thank heavens it's a clean start at the beginning of the Detroit Grand Prix. Senna, Mansell and Huub Rotengatter has not started. The man who spun off on the warm-up lap seems to be out of the race already. But now Ayrton Senna, who habitually turns up the boost good and high on the opening lap to try and break clear, is ahead of Mansell, Arnoux, Piquet, Alboreto, and then behind Alboreto is Prost, and behind Prost in about 7th place in the second Ligier, Jacques Laffite. René Arnoux is in third position, and up comes Johansson, who started fairly well down on the grid, and now you see them in this typically Detroit scene. Round the left-hander. Now they've got to go through the tunnel shortly, because Detroit, like Monaco, is unusual in having a tunnel, and Alboreto is going well. It's Senna, Mansell, Arnoux, Piquet, Alboreto, Prost, Arnoux, Johansson, and then one of the Haas Lolas as they burst out of the tunnel at the end of lap one.
The two Ferraris are showing better form once again since the Belgian Grand Prix. They've been a bit better off. Stefan Johansson particularly showing very, very good form in practice here. And Alboreto, who didn't, and there goes Mansell. Mansell has ducked past Ayrton Senna, and Nigel Mansell takes the lead. Now we'll have a look and see if Senna was holding him up, if Mansell can get away at all. And of course Senna now comes under immediate attack from René Arnoux,
because he lost momentum when Nigel Mansell sprinted past him, and this is an indication of the superb form of Nigel Mansell. He's now won the last two Grand Prix. He's had a second place and a fourth place this year as well, to give him his second equal place in the championships. And Nigel Mansell is starting to build a cushion, and one of the Brabhams exits the pits. It's Derek Warwick. Derek Warwick out of the pits already on lap 3. Senna definitely closing up on the race leader Nigel Mansell, and this is the 7th lap. What was a 5-second gap is now a visual one. Both their tyres seem to be okay visually. They both started on C compound tyre.
No, Mansell's right rear looks pretty unhappy. Senna's tyres look all right. Now Senna may have been taking it easy to look after his tyres, because in a race where tyre wear and tyre performance is critical such as this, and marginal, then of course the car is at its worst, and Senna having a look now and putting Mansell under real pressure, and he's pulled away a bit from René Arnoux as well. But of course the car is on full tanks. It's at its hardest on the tyres. It's heavy, and of course the tyres, when they're brand new, develop more heat and go off more quickly, and so they're at their worst, and it looks like tyre trouble for a lot of people today.
And there was a signal from Nigel Mansell to his pit as he passed there, which could be some confirmation of a verbal message he's given them over the radio, and now Senna's going for it. This is lap 8 out of 63. The two rivals in Grand Prix racing this year, who fought since the very beginning when Mansell was taken off by Senna in Brazil, and then Senna won in Belgium with Mansell second. Mansell's won 2 races already, first, second and third almost together. Williams, Lotus and Ligier, Mansell, Senna and Arnoux holding on well. The two second and third cars powered by the V6 Renault engines, and Senna now can see exactly what the situation is with Nigel Mansell's tyres, and Nigel Mansell's left front is looking a bit dodgy to me.
Yes, and having just said that McLaren seems to be losing form, I may well be wrong here. The teams in Detroit have been understandably pretty reticent to discuss what tyres they're running, because Nigel Senna punches past Mansell in a very clever little manoeuvre. He took Nigel pretty much by surprise, or by the time Nigel realised what was happening, it was too late. Senna was alongside him, and Senna jumps through into the lead. But as I say, McLarens, I understand, are running on B tyres, and so does René Arnoux go past. René Arnoux round the outside, so Nigel Mansell is definitely in trouble, and the McLaren team, I understand, are running B compound tyres, which are a little bit harder than the C tyres and a little bit more durable, but most of the teams